There are days when literally it feels like nothing ever happens. And then you get this. The National Party has divorced the Liberal Party. This is part of the bloodletting that's happening with the end of the coalition and their decimation at the federal election. But there's another part to this that I need to tell you about. I got kicked out of the Liberal Party. They kicked me out on the 9th of May. They sent me this letter via email to say that because of my support for Jared Rennick, I was no longer allowed to be a member of the party. I was done, I was finished, and I was out. They didn't want to hear from me anymore. No matter what I did, I was unable to get back in. Now, I have a right of appeal here, 28 days, and then I can take it to state council and I can push it up the chain and try and have a crack at it. But I'm out, I'm gone. Part of the bloodletting for them was to get rid of voices like me because I have too much reach, too much influence, and they didn't want me talking to people like you.
We are a team. We need to come together and rebuild. So it's important that we don't turn any election review into a circular firing squad. We need to make sure that we listen to the Australian people. They gave us a whack 2 weeks ago, and we've got to make sure we have a serious, sober, considered review of the election, but then we've also got to make sure that the Liberal Party is fit for purpose for the 21st century.
The circular firing squad that Senator James McGrath from Queensland is talking about is exactly what they've just done to me. They've just wiped me out of the party in that circular firing squad that was backed by him.
An 80-year-old organisation, and I love going to branch meetings. I'm one of those rare people. I love the International Roast Coffee. I love going to a cold hall at 7:30 at night and having a good old chat about politics. But
he fucking hates going to those halls and talking about politics. And just for the record, the coffee's actually pretty good. We usually put pizzas on, and I've never ever been in a cold hall in the last 3 years talking about politics. It's way more engaging than that. There's definitely more community-minded people. And if James McGrath is going to meetings that look like that, he's trying to put you off of joining. That's what he's trying to do.
That a lot of people don't like doing that. I know especially young people don't like doing that. And I also know that the demographics in Australia are shifting against us. The interwar generation and the baby boomers are decreasing as a proportion of the voting population. Why aren't we winning federal elections? And why aren't people joining the Liberal Party or supporting the Liberal Party?
You can't join. They will drag heels on your application for as long as they like. They're losing more members than they're actually letting in right now. And the reason that people aren't supporting the Liberal Party is because you have zero conviction. You have zero convictions. And then you kick people like me out that have conviction because you hate voices. You despise people who speak up, and you despise people who try to push it up the chain, what you fuckers are doing to ruin the country. Now, I've been a massive advocate for the Liberal Party in Australia, believing that it was the solution to try and solve the problem. Get on board, get in, and try and have a crack to try and fix it. But here's what I've worked out since they kicked me out last week, is you haven't got a fucking hope with these two major parties. And now we're going to turn the guns in a different direction.
I think it's very healthy for the party to have a serious review. It should be open to members and supporters. It should travel the country, because it's very important that in Australia you have a political party that believes in freedom.
What a bunch of fucking hypocrites. Voted for all of the policies that have ruined your life, supported all of the tax increases, absolutely decimated small business. The fucking building industry is on its knees right now, all thanks to motherfuckers like Senator James McGrath.